Okay. Okay. Let's literally try to start the video with the exact thing that I was meaning for two video. Actually, my Dr. Pepper that I had in the window is nice and cold now. So I'm gonna have me a sippy sip. Yummy. Put it back in the window. Stay nice and chilly. Okay, so did I restart the timer? I did not. I did not. I did not. I didn't hit her. It's a lie. I did not. Let's see. And I put it to 57. Anyway, so back to like the subject of trading card games. I actually grew up loving trading card games. I went like I think this is probably a natural progression for a lot of people that a lot of people probably went through. But I went from what the fuck are these rune arcs? Every time I get one, I look at it in the inventory and I don't get it. I don't understand it, and I'm guessing like runes are something that I'm going to find eventually. Because I do know that like there's a symbol up in my HUD that's been empty since I started the game. So maybe that's like this game's version of a covenant. But like for me, those things to be that rare, and then it says grants the blessing, and then what's interesting is it says even if no great rune is granted, it will slightly increase maximum HP. But again, okay, I love the esoteric nature of the Souls games. I've complained about the quest design, like how in in a bubble I don't like it, like the whole way that like you can explore one thing wrong or like make one decision that didn't seem to have anything to do with anything else, and then just this NPC's dead, or this NPC went hollow. Congrats. Like it's such a like sometimes the tragedies actually do impact you because even though during the playthrough where it first happened to me I wasn't playing a pyromancer, the pyromancer guy in Dark Souls 1 was kind of tragic to me because like when you get that dark pyromancer flame or whatever it is and he asks you about it, um you get a choice of just letting him know where you got it or withholding it, and like it's such a heartbreaking quest. And I want to make it clear that I like that quest. I like the way that plays out. I like the way that it kind of like messes with your expectations because like your two choices are to either tell him where you got it or withhold the information. And telling where you got it seems like the right thing to do because like he's helped you like especially like if you're not a pyromancer during that playthrough, like if you didn't get a flame yet, he'll share his with you. And like at first that seems like he's just giving you an item, like sharing a weapon. But I think within the lore, sharing your pyromancer flame is meant to be a lot more, I don't know, personal, like giving a piece of yourself to someone. And like he teaches you spells, and like you're just repaying the favor. But if you tell him where to find that flame, that stronger flame, because it's like I got the flame, I got stronger. Hey, you want to get stronger too? We're buddies. Let's. I'm gonna help you out the way. Then he goes hollow. He goes down to find it, and I don't know what I never actually did that quest in that direction, or I did, but it happened on my very first ever playthrough, so I wasn't really sure what had happened until way after when I was like looking at like stuff about lore. So I think when I first encountered his hollowed version, I didn't even realize it was him at the time. I just thought I was encountering like a random phantom. Oh god. a random phantom pyromancer. Not the one I was shooting at, but that works. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's what I need. Rid of the little ones. Then we'll take on the big one. Then if you don't tell him, then yeah, you save his life, but he ends up like he doesn't resent you, like, because he's like probably, I'd say he's probably like one of the most legitimately kind characters in the game, at least from what I know. Like, I'm not an expert on the lore, so there could be stuff that I don't know about. But even like he's the kind of guy where even just mildly disappointing him feels bad. Like, feels like you've done something bad. Alright, I have no heals. And I want to light that. Can I please light that? Please. Can I please light it? Can I please light it? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Bye. 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 Okay. There's another one down there. God, how is there not a fucking side of grace? Oh, great. There's a spellcaster one. Great. That's just great. Oh, there's a thingy that'll give me a... If I can kill this. I've got 24,000 souls, I would just like to point out. Ah, fuck. I've beat the boss, so I can't respawn at the America. So I'm going all the way back. So my only option is going to be... Shit. My option is going to be to kind of rush. I really hope this works out, because I do not want to fucking lose all that. Because there does not seem to be another way up there. I would use the other portal that I found, but I don't want a chance that that takes me somewhere worse. Okay. I need to find the bit of thing that's leading up. There it is. Then quickly get by him before he does anything. Get off the horse. Use the thing. Travel. Okay. Okay, I think we're going to be okay. Because I think from here, there's not much super dangerous that is in between me and the, where my runes are. Now, where are they? Okay, they're way over there. But that's fine. Because I know that the path to get there doesn't have any strong enemies on it. I know that the path to get there is a... I am not going to attempt any drops. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit, I'm out. Alright. We're on the horse. Okay, drop. And drop. Alright. Then I should be able to do this without triggering the rats or anyone else to notice me. Because they're up the ways a little. And there's my shit. Golden. We're good. We're good. All's good. All is not currently good. Okay. There's another portal. Because that's what we need. Ooh, there's a thing. What are you gonna give me? Square off. I need to check out my Ashes of War. And see, like, what would be... Because obviously I don't want to, like, use up... I don't want to use up too much FP. I'm not... Like, I only do the gank squad during bosses, and if I die to a boss, there's always a run back anyway, so that's fine. That's not a problem. Okay, so I think this leads back to where we came from. So I think this confirms that there is... Oh. Yeah, because I recognize that scaffolding. Okay, so that portal did take you a decent distance. But not, like, anything else. Oh, yeah, get excited about getting all your fucking souls back and then just continue fucking exploring, you fucking moron. Okay. Do that. And then... how many do I need to... God, I wish you could use... ones from... Okay, color me confused. Because I had 15,000. But when I leveled up that one time, it made it red. Showing that, like, I didn't have enough to... Well, I'm going to try to get my endurance to at least 30. I think that's a nice round number. I still haven't looked up what the soft caps are. But, like, it seems like I'm still getting, like, around the same amount for each level up. So I clearly haven't reached the soft cap. Let's find out. Let's find out if I... Nope. Can I get it? Can I get it by it? And then... Oh, 21 is the light load now. Waha. Let me... What's the... Okay. Physical... My physical is 91. And taking my helmet off takes away 2.8. Big whoop. If I could find a pair of pants that's lighter. Oh, I just realized that, like, I had noticed that, like, a lot of equipment, like, at first it seemed like each row was its own piece, and, like, it only doubled up if, you had a multiple of something, but it's by weight. Fives, and then that takes it to these. Still at medium load. That takes me to light, but I don't have any gloves that I can, which is fine. You know what? What's this? K-Run Knight's going. That's fine. Put the helmet back on for now. But I am getting to a point. Hell, these pants look better on this outfit anyway. I think I'm at a point where if I can level up my endurance like 1 or 2 more times, and maybe take off my hat, that'll be it. That'll be like the golden ticket of being able to fast roll. Yeep! Alright. Light you. Alright, let's look around. I know I've lit you, have I not? No, I have not. Squeeze me? Why would you lock onto some random guy? Like, why? Getting stuck on that is not pleasant. Okay, I'm just gonna, you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do, alright? I'm gonna heal. And I'm just gonna roll away from all of you. Roll away. Then, we're gonna boof. And I'm apparently immortal while I'm boofing. I did not know I was an immortal boofter. But apparently I am. I have now learned of my boofing immortality. And yes, that is actually the proper... Oh, God, I hate those fucking things. Like, it's not a big deal. Because it's not like they like, pose that much of a threat. Like, they do have a jump attack that lets them close the gap. I gotta watch out for that. But, like, they can close gaps pretty quick. But, what the fuck are you doing over there? And why is this red? What's the red? What's red that I'm about to see? Oh, dear God, it's a fuck. Okay. I mean, I like the different variations on the flowers. I think that's a neat thing. I do think it's kind of cheap that they all can still do the poison. Like, having one that does the poison and then having, like, the one that does the blue magic bolts and then having what this one did. I think that would be better than having them each be able to do the poison. Just personally. And they take so much damage. Trading cards. I remembered. So, you know, I started with, Jesus Christ, how long is that going to last? How much bow damage do you take? None, obviously. That also gave me a good chance to just talk about what I was wanting to talk about. So, like, I think, like most people, I went the progression of Pokemon cards, and then Yu-Gi-Oh!, and then Magic the Gathering. And I think my least favorite was probably, I don't know, my memory of Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Pokemon cards is a little too hazy for me to really make a educated statement on that. My distaste of Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards is a little unfair, but it's basically an annoyance that is not like the show. And before you criticize me and call me insane, I'm not talking about like the supernatural elements or like the VR elements, like the holograms and shit. I'm talking about like the way the rules are so complex that there's little interplays between the Jesus. Like all the different little interplays between the different cards I found really like interesting. And I get that that's just the writers pulling shit out of their asses, or like I guess the writer, because it's a manga, which I think I mentioned this before, but the sole, I think this, other than, you know, I wouldn't say the sole reason, because there's a lot of things I like about it, but I think one of the main reasons I like manga over comics is that comic books, more so than almost any medium in existence, in my opinion, suffers from having too many cooks in the kitchen, spoiling the broth. Um, you have like the way like a lot of comic books, especially ones that have ran for long periods of times, will have runs that have like one writer, then runs that have another writer. And the problem with that is like I get that it's enjoyable to see a different writer's take on a character, but like it also means that like their personal opinions and like their personal like what they want to do ends up kind of coloring what they put in it. And so what you'll have is you'll have like entire character arcs that were built up over like 100 issues of something that then just get, oh, I'm all the way back here, that then just get kind of like brushed aside and barely even mentioned ever again, just because like the next writer just isn't into that, like doesn't isn't interested in that character. Um, um, yeah. Okay, I lit that. I need to see about getting up on top of this. And just generally exploring it. Like, for instance, I've read every Deadpool comic. Like, I got, there was a few, different... Okay, can you not... Can you not come all this way over here? I was in my own little thing. Like I rented some from libraries, and I signed up for a service. I honestly cannot remember the name of the site because this was years ago, but there was a site that I found. And you know, honestly, I'm not into comics, and the main reason I checked out, like started getting into Deadpool, is that my wife was super into him and kept telling me that I basically was him. And I'm like, well, then I guess I need to check out this fucking character to see if what she's saying is a good thing or not. But anyway. Uh, it definitely had that issue where you would have character arcs and, like, things within... Jesus titties! Okay. You'd have, like, character arcs and, like, things that were happening. And then, like a new run would happen with, like, new characters. And the problem is, like, I can understand the idea of, like, if they rebooted it, that'd be one thing. But it was always, like, meant to be a continuation of the same instance of the character. And it would, like, the shifts in tone and shifts in just, like, who the character was as a person. I've talked to some people, and they've said that that's not, like, unique to the Deadpool comics, that's just a thing that you expect from comics. I do enjoy some graphic novels here and there. Those tend to be more focused on a... But, like, the difference is that, like, a lot of manga authors, or mangaka, however you would pronounce it, are kind of like singular entities. Like, some of them, I guess, probably, especially the ones that work, like, with Shonen Jump and whatnot, I would say probably have to answer to, like, an editor that may have, like, opinions or, like suggestions on where they want, like, stories to go. And maybe, depending on how a contract is signed, they may even have, like, a say. Oh, God, I keep forgetting that a lot of enemies really like ladders in this game, and that's not something that used to be true. But it's fine, because we're done with the area, and we can move on. We can move on. Anyway. I get that like all the random like interactions of cards in Yu-Gi-Oh is like just like as the guy, I don't can't remember the name of the guy that created Yu-Gi-Oh, but as he's like writing a story, he's just gonna, you know, put stuff in as he sees fit. Like like if he like to make things more interesting, you know, because in real life, all the rules of the cards are printed on the cards, and that makes sense. In the show and in the manga, it's not printed on the cards. The space on the cards where, at least the way it's drawn, um, the space on the cards where that stuff would be written is blank. And although I think like for like story reasons, there were some that like had incantations written on them or something. And on one hand, I get that that's unrealistic. To that, like that's extremely unrealistic because, um, for one, it would be pretty much impossible to police something like that, like to actually trust individual players to be honest about what their cards do. And there's a lot of sections in the show where, or I say show because I never really read the manga. I read like the early, like I did read like the like season 0 or whatever manga, like when I realized that the show started from season 2. Which, if you haven't read season 0 of, I think they did do a anime adaptation, but like it never came to America. Which, just so you know, Yu-Gi-Oh is one of the animes that got like viciously bastardized in its like some, like you think like something like Dragon Ball Z got like bastardized with them like taking out a lesbian couple or something. That is nothing compared to all the shit that they changed to make it more palatable for kids. Um, but season 0, I actually really enjoy because it doesn't have anything to do with the cards. I think they mentioned the card game like one time. And I could just be misremembering that. But like, it was like so different, and like it actually provides like backstory, and I liked it. I honestly think that if they moved that direction and just not had the card game and just had it be like, I'll put it like this, to sum it up, to really fucking sum it up, Yami, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh's like alternate and like that spirit guy that possesses him, he's basically Jigsaw in that season, and it is so fucking awesome. Like it really is. It, even if you don't like Yu-Gi-Oh, even if you have like a intense hatred for it for whatever reason, checking out at least that season 0 or reading the manga is worth it because it's just fucking wild. But anyway, and we have another portal. Oh, I wonder if that'll take me up there. I'll need to remember that's there. Actually, there's a save point nearby, so I'm gonna check it out now. So I get that, like in a realistic, because like even characters in the show that like are really skilled, they'll even run into situations where there were like rules, like card interactions that they weren't aware could happen, and like also it begs this question of how you even enforce the rule. That just oh, it just transports me. Is this one going to take me back to where the other one was? If that's just a transport between those two locations, that's fine. Whatever. Um, I know in some of the early episodes, they're just kind of sitting there at the table playing, and it wouldn't really be possible to fully enforce a rule set like that with cards that don't have their rules printed on them. Like with the way it progresses later on with like the holograms and stuff, that system can like you know, scan the cards and like kind of make sure that the rules are enforced correctly. But there wouldn't really, like, before you're using like holograms and shit, and obviously if the Kaiba dude didn't, you know, invent the holograms or whatever, like if he didn't like have that tech and like start doing that, then all that technology wouldn't even, like, that stuff wouldn't even powder gather somewhere in horned remains. That is good to know. I'm happy to know that I'm going to actually have to fight that fucking thing. Which that's actually like even though like I said, that I thought it was maybe another thing of like a boss that, oh, that, you know what, I can't actually be mad in case of teamwork. And this is even more impressive than the last case of teamwork, because this is teamwork between two completely different entities. Last time it was just the gargoyles working together. This time the rats and the hornmen were working together. The rat was like, you know what, I'm not going to do much damage to him. Tree. And once I do, you shove an arrow right up his fucking urethra. So, anyway. Like, I guess, like, outside of having, like, a massively printed rule book, it wouldn't really be possible to enforce the, real-life Yu-Gi-Oh! Game, be as intricate as the, show. And that's sad. I mean, it's realistic. Like it'd be unrealistic to expect it to be. But I did find myself kind of like like each time I would find like a card that I recognized, like in a booster pack, I'd get a card I recognized from the show, only to discover that it does not do what it can do in the show. I always found that super disappointing. Then I moved to Magic. And anyway, that's not like when I started all this, I was talking about like why I don't like card games. That's not the reason. Like Yu-Gi-Oh not being like the show, that's not the reason I don't like it. I don't like it because I had a really bad experience with card games. And if it was just like one shitty experience, that'd be one thing. But it pretty much defines all of my experience with card games, is that pretty much everyone plays as if they're like going for gold, going for like the, you know, tournament fucking, and I get that, you know, you're playing to win. That's the point, you're playing to win. But the problem with these games, like especially like Magic, and hell, it's the reason why there's like so many fucking cards that are literally banned in tournaments, is outside of playing with my brothers, I was, and I think, oh yeah, at one point I taught David how to play, and we played a little bit of like an online version, like a free online version. I also played a little with my wife sometimes. But outside of that, I was never able to play the game the way I wanted to play. Like, to me, Magic the Gathering was a game of slowly building up an army, equipping them, enchanting them, biding your time, waiting for the moment to strike, like a war going back and forth. In reality, Magic the Gathering is a complete and total crapshoot of who is going to draw the cards that they need for their little boom, 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 now I automatically win combo. And I went to a like not a tournament, but it was like a event, like I found out that like a card shop near me would have little events where you could meet up and play, and I was so excited. Like, I was so fucking excited. And I'm sure you can tell where this story is going. And it's not an original story. Like I get that this is an experience, like this is a universal experience that tons of people have had. You know, there's people in all walks of life that, you know, there may be someone that likes baseball or basketball or something, you know, played for years with their pop in the yard or in the driveway or whatever, and then they're going to try out for the team, and then they're so excited, and then they just realize how much better the other kids are and that they just don't have a chance. I get that that's like a universal experience. And I'm not trying to say that this is like a unique thing to something I had, but I went to that thing once. And when I went, I had the intention of like this was going to be like a regular thing. I was going to meet people. It was going to be great. I was going to make friends. And my deck was built in a themed way, cuz I'm actually one of those weirdos that actually read some of the Magic the Gathering books. Like I would get into the lore and everything, and I enjoyed building decks like around the lore, like having like characters that interacted. Like I had a green and red deck specifically because in one of the series, I can't remember the name of the series, like the name of that particular set of card packs, but it's the one where like everything was made of metal and like everyone had like bits of metal like in their skin. And I remember that I after a long time of like, you know, gathering up, you know, buying booster packs when I could, I finally managed to get the three of the main characters from those books, and I can't remember their names because it's been, you know, since I was a kid or a teenager. But the green character, like the lead character of it, and then that little goblin dude, and then like the golem, like the artifact golem guy that they meet, and I managed to find. And I, honest to God, I don't actually remember any details of the stories, which I guess is maybe a bad thing. Like, I guess it shows that it's not very memorable. Because I read some other fantasy at the time, like I read, Lord of the Rings and stuff. And although I never really got too into Forgotten Realms, mostly because like it'd probably be easier these days, but it was really hard to get into it back then because like you'd go into the store and you'd be like, I like the Forgotten Realms lore, and I want to read a new book, and you'd look through the shelves and it's like, okay, book 17 in the series and book 4 in the series, and like starting a series from scratch was really difficult. Like and like sometimes they would like have a thing where like maybe you could order, like this was before like online ordering was like a regular thing, and this was before ebooks were really a thing. But one that I did read all the way through that I really enjoyed was The War of the Spider Queen, and I really enjoyed that. The wizard guy in that, there's actually a line in that has stuck with me for so long just because of how much it made me laugh. And I think this line kind of, not single-handedly, but like had like a large part in shaping the kind of humor that I kind of infuse in some of my characters. But basically they're fighting something. I can't remember what it is they're fighting. And he's got this magical bubble around them that he's cast. And I forget like the reason it's protecting them. I can't remember if like whatever they're fighting like can't step into the bubble. Like I don't think it was like a actual like physical like an actual like something couldn't get through. I think there was something about it where if it stepped in the bubble it would be damaged or whatever. And one of the characters says that the bubble isn't reaching him because like the enemy was like up on a ledge or something. And the guy is like, "Are you proposing I should jump?" And just that little bit of dry humor just really stuck with me. So like the fact that so much of that story and like the plot of those books has stuck with me, whereas like yeah and yeah. Oh, more grace. Okay, look, 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 look. I just wanna touch it. Can I just touch it? Can I just the tip, just the tip, just wanted to touch it. Just want. I'm gonna sit down now. Um, but anyway, going back to my story, like it was such a disheartening experience that like I had like my themed deck, and like I had a couple themed decks. Um, and like I never like read and like I didn't obviously internet wasn't like internet was a thing at the time, but like it wasn't like it is now where like pretty much everyone has access to it. But so like I couldn't really research the meta, and even if I could, I wouldn't have because like meta was like I didn't even know the word meta. And I think I would actually go as far as to say that this might actually be my first experience with meta, with the concept of meta, and it being a bad experience kind of is indicative of all my other experiences with it. I don't like meta. I don't like the word meta. I don't like what it implies. I don't like, like 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 even in gaming, I don't like that like caring more about min-maxing and about like optimal strategies and stuff. Like I can't even play MMOs because I like it. Look at me. I'm still using my starting scimitars because I like scimitars. I just like scimitars. Um. Which funny thing is, a lot of people tend to think, that the reason I like dual wielding scimitars is because of Drizzt from the Forgotten Realms, and although I do like him from what little of the stories I've read, uh, me enjoying scimitars in dual wielding them didn't actually come from that. It came from two different places. I would see as a kid that a lot of times in pirate movies like Peter Pan and stuff, and like I'd see like other I can't really think of names of any off the top of my head, but anytime there was like pirates and like swashbucklers, they always used curved swords. Like that was kind of like a thing, and that caused me to. The fuck is the clarifying horn charm? What does that do? Raises focus. Okay, don't care. And then I think my love of dual wielding probably originated in Diablo 2. Because I'd play the barbarian and I would dual wield, and I just really enjoyed that. I hope you don't mind if I break all your very lovely candelabras. But what do we got here? So what's going on up here? Oh. Hold on, how many stone sword keys do I have? Because I can still think of two places I want to use one. I have two. If I use one here... Because, like, the two places I can use one is there's still an area in, like, the very beginning, like, opening area of the game. Like, not the tutorial area, but, like, the area you start in right after you die. There's an area there that I never unlocked. And there's an area... in the round table hold that I unlocked one, and then I got an item, and I turned the corner, and there was literally another one immediately. So I guess I'll go ahead and like, is this not okay? So this is not going to work unless I activate you, and that's going to take me up into that. All right then. Wait a minute. Hold on. I did not consent to this. I'm going to have to, after this recording, look back and see what it said, but did it tell me it was going to make me use both of them? Did it? Is it? Is it? Is it, as it, was, I was not, I was... I did not consent to this! Increases memory slots. What? Oh. For spells. Okay, that's fine. Oh. Oh, so... Oh, yeah, I found another... Preserving boluses. Was that the latest? Is there a... Is there a... Soft cotton, stone... No, rainbows... I found... Boluses... Anyway. Um... you didn't have my consent. I'm just saying. It may have said use 2 to unlock this. It may have had the 2, but to be fair, like you see that pop up and you keep seeing that pop up and you don't really think about it, and you see this imp statue and you don't really think about the fact that they're on each other's backs. I thought that was just how they looked. I think this is like the most open they've ever been. Like usually they're in a corner at a wall or something. And I didn't consent to this. I just want it known that consent was not given. Where are you taking me? How fucking far up is this going? Kylid. Kylid. Kidoki. I can't really much say that I like what I'm... Where is this on the map? Oh. Oh, it's on the other side of the thing that I... Why did the music cut out for a second there? Why does the music keep cutting out? If I can get... I'm not gonna. I was gonna say if I can get up there and, like, go along, I could get a map, but I'm not... I don't want to be here. I'm just gonna go back. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back here. Did I ever check out whatever was here? I need to find that out. I need to find that out. Let me teleport back here. Because I think going through a loading screen would probably be actually quicker than riding the elevator. Or maybe that's literally what the elevator is just a loading screen. No, the loading screen is definitely faster. Okay, so what we're gonna do is... I'm gonna try to be quick about this because people are gonna shoot at me. And one of them is gonna have a big mean arrow. And then, yep, there it goes. There it goes. What am I caught on? Oh! Ow. Okay. Okay, we're good. We're good. Still need to... Wait, no, we're not good, because I can't get up there. Shit. There's no way to get up there. I think... Yeah, I think what I'm going to have to do is... I'm going to have to go here. And then make my way back to the teleporter that gets me up yonder. And then see if from there I can... Okay. And I know I got a something. I got a boss in there. I got a boss in there. I'm aware. Don't think I'm not aware. I am 100% aware of my obligations to this game. Oh wait, I don't need the teleporter because this eventually leads up there. I forgot about that. Ow. Oh, I could have fucking portal to that lost grace. And now I can't fucking menu because people are coming and shit's happening and life is just... Life's just... It's just crap. Okay. How do I get up there? Is my question. Okay, that's just... Okay, so I do have to take that teleport. Because although it does... This does lead mostly to that. There is a part of that area that is kind of isolated and only accessible via said teleportation. So I need to find... It's right up there. It's right up there. I think. I believe it's right up there. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Just need to... There. And ignore you. You can fuck off. Oh, there's an item. I never noticed you. I never noticed you. Can I get you? Can I get you? Okay. Thank you. Hey, I was just leaving. Don't mind me. I was just leaving. I was on my way out. You didn't need to worry. I have no worries whatsoever. No worries for the rest of your days. Sending Dido a message. Okay. Now that I'm up here. Questions become... Oh, choo-choo. Yes, that drops down there. Over there was where the boss was. Some stuff there. But... I don't see... Like, cause this just drops to the, lower area. Oh, an egg. Yeah, this just drops to the lower area. And that's just, some dudes. And then some more dudes. Some more shit. And some more shit. But don't see anywhere that I can go up. Is the problem. You'd think the boss would have been guarding, like, the big fancy schmancy entrance. What is up there? Is that... That's a thing. That is officially a thing. And I bet I can get up these rocks. Because these rocks definitely look a little get-upable. Shit. Shoot you. And then shoot you. Nope. It does look like I can do this. Does look like I can. Okay, so from there. Nope. From. And my time's up. All right, I'll wait until I finish fucking with this to start another recording. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.